let's do this.
And maybe just say behind the camera, are we rolling? And they're like, yeah. And then we'll be like, yeah. And that's what you do.
We rolling now.
No.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
That's how you do it.
Cheers, Dor.
So we'll just chat through it. You might want to talk about our green tea drinking habits.
You see a lot of these videos, they never get released.
Is the camera rolling? Is that lighted? Right? Sound? Yeah.
So wait, when are you actually going to upload that video? Alright, so...
We're rolling.
Yeah.
We're working with it.
He's getting nervous.
Professionals, these
Am I an intimidating interviewee? He's fumbling his phone. First question. How long have you been doing this? How long have you been doing this?
I started them. You go to second gear then.
This is probably going to be like the first like podcast type video on my channel, but I thought it'd be a good idea to do it with YouTube, fellow YouTubers, footballers.
Definitely. Hopefully it becomes a regular thing as well.
Yeah.
There's some people I like to see you interview as well, which would be
yeah, for sure. There's like so many people that like, obviously True Geordie's the main guy doing it.
shout out to True Geordie.
Yeah,
shout out to
wait, do you watch his videos?
Every single one.
What about you?
I don't watch every single one. Oops. I don't watch every single one, but if it's like someone that I'm interested in, I'll watch.
What was the last one you watched? Who was on there?
Alan Shearer one.
No, I watched the Bisbee one.
Really? That was right. I've literally seen listened to every single one of them. A lot of them twice.
But like, if you don't know, like,
I'm in bed just going to sleep.
It's
I
just
just put them on.
interesting,
Just
isn't
like, yeah, that's interesting.
I remember you telling me about that, like a long time ago, before like True Geordie really blew up.
Yeah.
You telling me that you were downloading his podcast.
Yeah, to get through any train journey,
Yeah.
any plane journey,
they're good for journeys.
any journey.
Yeah. Alright, well, we're going to be doing one today, so we've got Kieran Brown. I mean, I'm sure you know who he is.
We have got-
how many subscribers?
670,000 now.
670,000.
Mm-hmm.
Impressive. What about you?
Mate, I wouldn't class myself as a YouTuber anymore. I'm
Yeah.
just more of a freestyler, so...
He does it all. He's got the lot. The man of all seasons.
Do it all, yeah. So,
Man for all seasons.
Just YouTube.
Can I just say,
Sorry, freestyle.
I've been laughing a lot so far. So
Yeah,
if you have a random breakout fit,
literally spent about half an hour just laughing.
We finally started that, so we're good.
Alright, so just start. Well, this is like mainly going to be about you, asking like about your opinions and like how you started YouTube and stuff. So
Okay.
just start at the start. How did you start YouTube? Like, what got you into it?
Well,
Like, when did you start as well?
okay, so I started. My current channel was, if you look, it's March 2012 is when it was created.
Is that like the Kieran Brown channel?
That is the Football Skills 98 original channel, Kieran
Football
Brown.
Skills
Then I
98.
changed. I'll actually talk about that in a bit, the rebranding, because that was quite a big monumental step. But yeah, so 2012 of March was when I created it. Didn't upload anything on there for probably about 6 months. Actually, no, a few months.
Wait, so you created the channel before you?
Yeah, I made it. I used to subscribe to like FIFA channels and stuff.
Oh, right, okay. Cool.
So yeah, I made that. But before that, I used to make literally skateboard videos, just random videos of
Where we
just
did the
my
fisheye
life.
lens.
Fisheye lens,
Yeah, classic.
jumping over stairs and stuff. If I still had them, I'd show them, but I don't.
You deleted them?
Yeah, unfortunately. But my brother deleted them. It was his channel.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it? Wait, so it was your brother's channel?
Yeah.
Wait, so who created it?
But I'd made it, my brother, and then he used to post some random skits and stuff, some gaming.
Yeah.
I posted skateboard videos with my mates, the odd football video, and then I made this channel, and then I can't remember what the first video was.
Was it football related?
It would have been football because it was called Football Skills 98, but yeah, it was. I genuinely can't remember.
And that name was just random, Football Skills 98.
Well, it was I've tried a few channels. I Live Football 98 was one of them. I used to rip off the soccer aim, remember Showboat or soccer aim?
Yeah.
SkillSchool and the one where they showed the tricks from in game. I used to re-upload them. I used to film my laptop and it was film my TV. Yeah, I Live Football 1998. That was one of them.
And
Then
it
it
was
Football Skills 98.
And then it was Football Skills 98.
Yeah.
And that's where the YouTube channel started.
That's where it started. I used to message a lot of FIFA YouTubers, like Matt HDM was one of them.
Really?
Because he was one of the OGs. Nepenthes. A kid called Alp27HG.
Oh, he's a legend.
Wait, so what year did you start this then?
2012.
2012?
Yeah.
So like that is like, in terms of YouTube, that is early.
I am one of the... Before me, there was probably... Ewan started similar time. Dan Moore was doing it before me, funnily enough.
Dan Moore was like 2011.
If
Yeah,
you just know Dan Moore, he's got the radar a little bit.
Yeah.
He was uploading stuff. I knew about him. Jolter, with
Jolter, of
Weezer,
course.
Freekickerz. Those were the only guys. And I only really knew about Jolter. I didn't know
Wait,
about
did the F2 have a channel at this time?
No.
No.
When did they come in?
2013, I think.
2013.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And they filmed in that dome, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was it. And then 2012. And then from then, freestyle content.
Well, yeah. Well, I was going to say, actually, I remember the first time I spoke to you, you had 12,000 subscribers.
Really?
Yeah, because you know you did that bin shot.
Yeah.
Bin shot video that went
Oh, that
on
was mad.
Yeah, talk about that. The bin shot video that went on the Lad Bible. And back then, that was like a big thing because we all know what, like, if you get posted on like the Sport Bible or something now, it's like, it does nothing.
Yeah.
But
I
like,
don't know why there's nothing, but we'll talk about that a bit anyway. But yeah, so I remember that moment. So actually finding out. So obviously I made that video in the summer. We were still at school. It was like just before the summer.
Jonas
music. Leaving you, huge song.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
I still listen to him.
I'd also like to talk about music. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So I made that video, and I thought it was like a bit of a throwaway video. I was like, it's all right.
Because we were talking about the same, the beginner, medium, and advanced.
And then we went through the levels. They get better and better. I spent a few weekends on it, I'd say.
Oh yeah, you're wearing different clothes and like all the
a few days after school, I'd do it. There's one clip that was really dark. So yeah, I uploaded that, and like people, I had probably 8k subs at the time.
Yeah.
People enjoyed it, thought it was done alright. And then I don't know whether it was like the day after or a few days after. I went to school. We actually had a football match, and we were away. We come back, and I was in the dressing room at school, and like I looked at my phone. I got like a notification from, I think it was Good John Daniel actually.
Really?
Yeah, who tweeted me DM'd me saying like, oh, I've just seen your video on Facebook on greatest sports moments. Have you seen that there? And it had like 14,000 likes in a few hours.
And like to you at the time, that's
and
like
that
a
was
big
mental.
thing,
And Facebook, and then everyone saw that. The Lad Bible posted it, and then my video started picking up views. I started getting maybe getting 1,000 subscribers that day. And 1,000 subscribers that day was like unbelievable. Yeah,
that's like 10k.
That was like 1/10 of my whole subscribers in one day. It was more than that.
Interesting thing about that is like, did you speak to like?
Yeah, he was one of the first. I've actually spoken to him recently actually since he come back. Yeah, but he was one of the first big YouTubers at the time that would like videos. Cal Freezy was another. Because at the time, if one of those guys liked your video, you guys know this.
Oh yeah.
Your video would guarantee do really well. So Cal Freezy did a few. Rotashaw did a few back in the day.
Like Freekickerz, because if you get a like from them, that was like
20k views easy.
Yeah.
And at the time,
I'd say like 20% of my subscribers.
Yeah.
Freekickerz at the start.
Like they just made a lot of channels at the time.
That's like. So that was like the turning point, would you say? Where like it actually...
There was a few turning points.
How many subscribers were you on when you got shared on the Lad Bible?
I think I was on 8k before I made that video, and I probably got to about 12,000. But then I didn't really follow it up with anything. It was just like, I think just slowly into... Yeah, I don't know how... I can't remember what sort of content I produced between then and the actual turning point is what I call...
Yeah. Well,
you'll know what this is.
Yeah, we'll move on to that in a second. Yeah. But I was going to say, before that point, was it... Because you were doing bin shots and that, but was your channel mainly like trick shots, freestyle? Like, well, you didn't really do free kicks, did you? It was mainly just like freestyle and trick shots.
Did which boot test?
The Gareth Bale one where he signed that. Yeah. Didn't you win a competition or something?
Yeah, that was Adidas competition. I don't know why I made a video of them really, to be fair, but
just
one of them ones.
Yeah. On Astro as well.
On Astro.
Right, so that was like the start of like your YouTube career. And then that was it. It wasn't like the main turning point, but it was a turning point where you started to make more like videos like consistently and stuff like that. Is that right? Or
yeah, I'd say so. But before that, to get to 8K, I must have been doing it for a while.
yeah,
I can't remember when that video was posted, whether it was 2013, 2014.
yeah.
You had
Would it have been
8K when you and Dan did that first one.
Did I?
Apparently, that's what Dan says.
Well, that was summer 2013, was it?
No, that was October 2013.
That was October 2013. That video was shared in like June, July though.
So I don't know.
So maybe I had 12K. That
Maybe it was less,
was it
I don't
after
know.
I made that video with Dan?
Because well, when I messaged you in the summer at the end of the
It might
summer.
have been 2014 that video did well. I can't remember.
But either way, so that was like the
It's
start
2014.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the next, so you're doing like freestyle and stuff like that. What, like, talk about.
No, actually, that wasn't even the one.
It wasn't.
First one was because I was thinking how did I get to 8K subscribers in the first place, but
Yeah.
there was a video where I used to do football FIFA skills suggestions.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
EA commented on that. Herbseth, does anyone know who he is? Marius Herbseth, unbelievable FIFA editor. Like all the at the time, Kazooie94, all them lot were commenting on it, and it got like 60k views or something, which obviously at the time was mental.
Yeah, massive.
So that was the first one. I did a few FIFA skills, then the bin shots, and then.
Alright, well, the next thing, so you're doing like freestyle and trick shots at the moment. Was that the main part of your
Yeah,
content?
it was freestyle mainly, ground skills like tutorials. I was doing FIFA, a lot FIFA related stuff as well because that's what I was interested in, and that's what my audience came from, a FIFA side of things.
Yeah.
Bin shots was the sort of first probably video that did really well. That was kind of just not FIFA, just football.
Yeah. So, like, you were saying that all these like people liked your videos, like Freekickerz, Cal Freezing, people like that. The main turning point that I think for your channel was when you did that video with Mini Minter.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like, how many subscribers did you gain over, like, literally overnight? when you
Yeah,
did the videos?
overnight probably about 10k. Within a week, 25k. And then within about a month, I went from 60 to 100k. Within a few.
But like, they got you to 60k, didn't you?
I was at 60k.
So you.
I don't know how I got 60k.
Yeah, that's mad that you got to 60,000 subscribers before you did that. Because I'm sure you're at like around 30,000, but I
was
mean, it's your channel.
definitely at 60,000. I don't know what content I was making. I think I made a few tutorials.
Yeah, just like, so like, to
what it was.
60k was just gradual. You make the video with Mini Minter, overnight you just got 100k.
Well,
But it's definitely not like an overnight success if you'd been making it since like 2012.
No. Yeah, so that was well, before that I uploaded once every month.
Yeah.
Maybe. Even so, and that was I did that, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to start uploading more regularly now, like once a week.
Yeah.
It didn't really happen. I can't remember if it was after. It was after I did a few more montages. That was my thing. That's what everyone used to do back in the day.
Oh, yeah, like the.
In blue.
Yeah.
Oh no, that remember that Superfly boot test? That was before the video with Simon.
It's the first million one.
And that was the first one to hit 1 million. So that.
Was that the one that was sponsored by Football Boots?
Yeah, it wasn't sponsored.
Like the doorbell rang.
Yeah,
got the,
so that did really. Actually, yeah. So there was a few videos that I missed out, but the Simon ones.
So like, how did that come about? Like, did he message you or like how did you?
Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mate, do you remember the Menorca holiday video?
Yeah. Oh, that was that.
Yeah.
I love those videos.
I made that, and then while I was on holiday, literally the same day I uploaded that video, I got a DM from him, and I didn't really subscribe to it. I knew
You didn't
he was
watch any of his
KSI's
videos,
mate. You know what I mean? And
KSI's mate.
Yeah, like he made. Well, at the time he had. He must have had 1 million. But by the time
Yeah, you had
at the time I think he had like 500k. But by the time I actually came to film with him, he had about 1 million. So he messaged me. He was like, "Oh, he must have seen the video. 'Cause I think Cal Freezy liked it and he saw it." And then he was like, "Oh yeah, do you want to film a football video sometime soon?" I was like, "Yeah." So then we saw him at that. Him and Toby at that.
Adidas.
And you were there. We were both there.
Yeah.
Spoke to him there about doing it in the future. A few months down, was it December? I think we filmed. It was either November or December.
I think it's January 2015.
Or was it
I
January?
think so, because I watched it recently.
Okay, so maybe it was January. It took a while either way. So and he'd grown a lot since then as well because he started putting out some really good content. So yeah, I made that. I didn't expect to gain so many subscribers.
But like when you filmed with him, was that like were all of the Sidemen there? Because one of the videos I remember seeing that you were with.
I was going to film me, Simon, Manny, and Toby. We were there early. We got there. We were there for about 2 hours, I reckon. Filmed a lot of our stuff. Then all the other guys arrived to film whatever they were going to film.
Yeah.
So we carried on filming our bits, and then we just did whatever they wanted to do after.
But like KSI was
KSI was there. That was the first time. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been the first time I met KSI. Was it? Could we met
him at the event?
Yeah.
But like, so like all of like that group of like big people, like with
Cal Freezy
like,
was
high amount of subscribers.
Bazinga. Rota Shaw wasn't
like
there.
what was that like? Like were you nervous or whatever? Because wait, how old were you at this point?
I was 16.
He's like 16. Like I remember being at that like the event and being like pretty nervous, like seeing KSI and like
I know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. Well, when obviously you're 16, you're going to film with these guys. You're a bit nervous, but I think it's probably the first time I went to London on my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I need to do this. Once I met all those four, Manny, Toby, Simon, I was just like chill after that. I was like, all right. But then when the other guys come, I was a bit nervous, but obviously they're all really nice. So just say hello and then just get on with it and just play football.
You just having a kick about.
Yeah, and then that's it. But it was interesting. It was a good day, to be fair. I love going to London though, because I love the feeling when you've gone to London and filmed something or done some work, and you come back, you're like, decent day out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, especially if you've just been filming with Mini, you're going to be like buzzing about
but if you've got some
and
decent content, you're like, and obviously you know how valuable the footage is. So.
Yeah. Well, so when this was happening, like they were filming a football video, but like I didn't watch any of those like big guys beforehand, but like they didn't do that many football videos. Like the main like football YouTubers were Freekickerz, SkillTwins, and the F2.
I think that's why the video did so well for Simon, because that was like the first sort of skills video that had been done on their sort of scene. If you know what I mean? Because I can't remember if their crossbar challenge was before or after that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe before, maybe after.
Well, let's just talk about like the Freekickerz and SkillTwins and the F2, because Freekickerz were always like the biggest. They were like the top for like, so long, and they were massive. Like getting a like from them was like huge. And then SkillTwins as well, and they
came a bit later, didn't they?
Because I always thought that Freekickerz were really far ahead. Then it's SkillTwins and the F2 that were always like fighting each other to like get a second, but that's completely changed now.
There's STR though as well.
Oh yeah,
mate, flipping heck.
Like you had STR, and because there's the race wasn't there between STR and F2 to get to 1 million. Do you remember?
Nah, that's because like he doesn't make videos anymore. No. But like he had so many tutorials where he was doing stuff like that.
Steve is like legend. Some of the videos he's made are very I say underrated, but he's got the one with Siangania, 33 million views. The one with Andrew. Those two videos. Change the sort of content on YouTube. I think he said it a few times himself, and it's true. Like they are very big videos in the football community, I'd say. I'm trying to think if you had to pick out a few videos that kind of really popularised football on YouTube, those would be there. Sidemen crossbar challenge in a way would be. I don't know what else.
Well, yeah, I was going to say with the Sidemen doing the crossbar, they're like we've been like how long have we been making videos now? It's 2018, so like over 5 years. Yeah. So we've seen it when like at the start. Like I mean, we're only 22. It's not like we've been like from YouTube at the start.
We started. I was like 14. I feel like.
I was 14. So.
Yeah.
But like we've been making like football YouTube. Like we were like there, not at like the start, but like near enough.
No, I'd say any close. It was closer.
So now you've got all of like the new people. It seems to be like a lot of people that did FIFA are now making
like
like doing challenge videos and stuff like that. Like, and then you've got the original people like Freekickerz, and I really think that the F2 have done so well in like changing what the F2 have really like adapted. Like they were making videos with like FaZe climb and all that stuff, and like Logan Paul and stuff.
That's an interesting topic, isn't it? Like an important thing.
Maybe another time.
Get into that maybe next time.
Maybe next time. If there's a part 2 of this. You were saying about like there's not really a genre.
Yeah, I don't think there's like a defined genre anymore at all. I think like if you're a YouTuber, you're just a YouTuber and you do everything. There's in a lot of cases.
Do you think you kind of expected to do everything, or do you think people just
you go with the times, don't you? A lot of people just go with trends, like what's trending, so like you do a video on it.
Yeah, literally, like you just
there's no like just like there's no like just FIFA video. No one just does like FIFA really.
Yeah, like Matt HD Gamer, FIFA YouTuber, he's making Fortnite videos.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I was about to say Nepenthes is like the only true, but he's done Fortnite videos.
Bateson is the only one that I can say is like the only person.
He does what he does, and he does it well.
Yeah.
To be fair,
he's the only person I can say.
Well, so this is like football YouTube like changing, but before like that all changed, like we made the lineup. I think we should talk about that as well.
Yeah, it was
so
class.
well, you know,
Ewan's the
I mean we're all in the group, but like
co-founder.
Yeah, I'd say you're one of the main people.
Wait, when was it we started that?
2015 January.
And I'd still say that was like before loads of people started to.
What sort of content was happening in 2015?
It was like montages.
Was it still montages at that point?
Yeah,
or was it the start of football challenges?
Yeah,
because I remember we thought about filming a few football challenges we can. So I think
like, I find doing like penalty challenges or something. I find them boring.
I do as well. I hate doing them.
Yeah, but but whenever I ask people, like say like you meet like someone who watches your videos or anything like that, you say what's your favourite type of video to watch? Most of the time they say challenge videos. I think it's just I think it's just because they find it interesting.
Nobody watches them anymore though. I think that's.
Do you think they're dead now?
Yeah, not dead. There is a core group that still watch them.
Hardcore group.
The hardcore challenge.
They've got a Facebook.
We want challenges.
There's definitely people who still watch them, but like. I don't think they're going to pull millions of views like they could. Like when we did, me and you did. What did we do? We did the first touch challenge. That did really well.
That was sick though.
Wait, was that
off the car park?
I remember that.
See, that was putting a twist to the football challenges because we didn't really like doing them that much. Yeah. But that was interesting. Yeah, can't film that anymore. Did we do any other football challenges? Did anything interesting? Kicking the back of the car, taking inspiration from Wayne's Street Striker.
Oh yeah.
Quality show that was really
wait, we started talking about line. So when did that start then? What year was it?
2015. But like the ideas were like December 2014.
Right, and it was you and Jack Morgan.
Me and Jack we were just talking and we were just thinking because obviously we had that group chat on Facebook, and we're like because we're all good mates and stuff and we all do the same thing. We should try and get involved with everyone and try and make a group or something. And Jack was Jack was more like the person who probably drove it. Yeah. And I just came up with the name. I was like, we thought for ages.
We know there's some interesting names. The Players.
The Players was it. The Players was it.
Oh god.
The Players was the original name. That wasn't me. That was Jack Morgan. If you're watching, Jack Morgan. Then I just looked through a dictionary. I just typed in a thesaurus. Just typed in squad. And it came with a lineup, so I just thought that's pretty cool. So,
but interesting, you just said about we had the Facebook group chat. Remember, we had there was a Facebook group. This is quite interesting.
There's so much to talk about this.
I completely forgot
the OG group.
Alex Fairglin. Oh,
yeah, no. But
we made it.
There was the F2 weren't in it, were they?
No.
But Freekickerz were, SkillTwins were. You were the one who created. You two were the one.
No, it was
me, you, and
Alex, Dan and Alex,
Jack as well.
No. I was the fourth person to join it because you put a tweet out saying, "Are there any football YouTubers that want to join?" And I messaged you, being like, "Oh, I'll join." And then that's when you added me to it, and I was the fourth person, I think. So it must have been
it was Alex. It was Alex's idea. Then he messaged me, Dan, and then I presume Key as well. And obviously we got everyone involved.
And then from
tweets and.
But remember how at the start, VV Bass,
SkillTwins was in
SkillTwins, Lari Pro.
But I remember thinking at the start there was only you were by far the biggest, but everyone else was but you were more of a mate. You weren't big time.
The gods.
Yeah. So at the start it was just mates, but then as it the months went on, more people one night you see StrSkillSchool joins and it's oh wow, it's
basically what it was. It's this Facebook group, a secret group, and you can just stick your video link in and get advice and feedback and stuff.
I remember posting freestyle clips in there.
Yeah.
And being like, oh, how do I do this?
You would also get unbelievable interaction because you'd put it and all the big guys would be like, this is good, this is not so good.
I think that's how Freekickerz
saw
with some of my videos.
Yeah, that's how they do it. Conzi would be in there, Freekickerz owner, Steve.
Steve.
SkillTwins. Yeah. But they never really commented, they just like...
Yeah, SkillTwins are just lurking in there.
Moose.
Budweiser.
Budweiser. That was unbelievable. The fact that Budweiser was in the group was like...
For those who don't have a clue, he is probably most, but he is like... There's a few gods amongst the early days of football YouTube, and he's one of them.
Budweiser's like...
Talk to Camcorp away and he's...
But it's quite funny that... I mean, there probably are still... Like, we've still got a group chat with, like, the lineup and stuff, and, like, one with the, like...
Well, the OG, like...
We've got a group chat,
but no one posts in that Facebook group anymore. And that's why I kind of feel as, like... I don't know, maybe people still do it, we're just not really in that community, but, like...
There isn't that community
anymore.
From what I see.
I was going to say the same. I don't feel like...
FIFA community used to be a thing, that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, because I feel like that Facebook group was one of the places everyone put, like, what they were, like, basically all the ideas that were going on.
You've got to remember, there's just so many more, like, football YouTubers now.
Yeah.
And just people on YouTube,
and it's like, everyone who was making football back then, like, it wasn't just, like, one camera challenge in the back garden, it was... People put effort into it, like... Because they wanted to make a boot test like Jolter, for example, or, like, you know, Freekickerz. So you could actually, like, if someone sends you a football challenge, there's not really much critique you can say on it other than...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people would make, like, a little montage and then want all these guys to say what's good.
It is quite annoying that the montages, because I always thought they were, like, the best types of videos. I agree. But, like, if you posted one of them now, you'd get, like... on your channel, on average, how many views do you get for, like, a video?
I really don't know, but I'll tell you an example of that. So, basically, I made one, me and you made one, put a lot of effort into it.
Which one?
So the day of football we did the thing. So we put a lot of effort into that. It was a really nice video. Probably the best one I posted in a while. Yeah. I knew it wouldn't do as well as normal videos.
Yeah.
You probably got half the views of a normal video, but the people who did watch it, nice comments, all that. Yeah. So people do appreciate it, but they've just got to see it. Which
and it's getting the people to actually click on it. This is another thing I was going to say to you. When we were, because we've just been filming a video today, and when we were on call last night, you said something about making the title and the thumbnail like before you've even actually thought of what you're going to put into the video.
Yeah.
And like I was going to say, do you make the videos that you think will get a lot of views, or do you make the videos that you feel like you want to make for you, like you to watch it because you'd enjoy making it? Like what, or is it just a mix of both?
So for me, there's three. I don't know if I said this to you guys. I said it to. I know I spoke to Daniel Cutting about it and a few people, but there's three types of videos I think you can make. Yeah. There's one to get views. There's one that you enjoy making.
Yeah.
And there's one that's... I forgot what the other one is.
Some solid advice.
I don't know what the other one is.
Just go with two.
Yeah, there's two, but there is three. But and there's one, so like you got one you like, so you got the ones like the football montages that I enjoy making, and they are the people who are already subscribed will really enjoy. That's the one. One's for people who are already subscribed. So the audience that are already subscribed, you want to make videos for them that they'll enjoy, like the football montages. But then there's videos to get new audiences, like the views ones.
Yeah.
And then there's ones you just enjoy making, like slip and slide. And sometimes all three of them come together. Views, enjoy. And the audience and your core enjoyment.
Name an example of that.
Backyard slip and slide. That is the perfect example.
So fun.
Summer day, had so much fun filming it. The people who already subscribed really liked it.
That banged as well.
And then it hit a big audience, 2 million.
Viral,
yeah, and and now from on Facebook, probably
gets
tens of millions have seen it. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say that with so obviously like we've all had like videos get shared a lot and like loads of different ones. If we talk about Instagram, I mean we could make a whole
podcast on Instagram.
Literally just about the algorithm and stuff. We should do that. But just briefly, like, are you cool with other people sharing your video as long as they like credit you? Like, just talk about that. Like, what's your opinions?
I'm not realistically too fussed. If someone chops down one of my videos on YouTube, whacks it on Instagram, it credits me.
But what about if they chop it down, make their own edit, and say edit by this person, and then they put you right at the bottom.
They'll put like edited by, then all the hashtags, then at the bottom they'll say credit.
Yeah, that's a bit. So it'll be like, your page will share. It was like, this was edited by blah blah blah. Then about five spaces down, like little camera, and then Kieran.
It's disgusting, I think.
Mate, it's just like, you can't claim to edit my video. You know what I mean? Like,
we'll make a whole different video on that. I think that would be a really interesting video to do.
But saying that, if you could monetize views on Instagram, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Because if you do that on YouTube, you get taken down straight away. Facebook saying that you can monetize views on Facebook, can you?
Yeah, it takes a while to set up.
But I'm sure Lad Bible will do, because I've had ads on there before, and they still technically steal people's content. Actually, they're better now, but they're better now.
With like, well, not like saying pages or anything, but there are a lot of pages that'll share your video on Facebook, and they'll like credit you in the comments.
Yeah. They used to do that, they didn't. I think more now. It's more they put it.
Do they do it in the description?
I think so.
But like to me, I've completely lost interest. Like, if Lad Bible come along, I literally just said not mentioning pages, but if the Lad Bible came along and said, "Do they want to use your video?" I'd just be like, "Yeah, sure." I really don't. It doesn't.
It doesn't make a difference either way now.
You don't gain anything from it.
It used to be. Freekickerz wouldn't have fun for this. Like, you used to get a video on their Facebook page, and that would do really well as well.
Yeah.
They'd credit you properly. They'd get a few thousand likes. You gain probably 300 subscribers, and then happy days.
Yeah.
Okay.
That just doesn't happen. No.
Yeah, I know. It's a no.
Yeah, weird. Go on.
Right. With just going back to the F2.
Yeah.
How do you think they've changed like football on YouTube?
Oh, good question.
Because I think they've completely changed everything. Like, they used to do all of like the videos where, I bet you can't do this. So what were the names of them?
Can you do this?
Yeah, can you do this? That's
Yasu. Remember him?
He was the GOAT back in the day.
I've learned
so much.
5-star skills.
Yeah, I learned so much.
Unbelievable.
But like with the F2, they've like, how many subscribers they are now? 7 million. Completely overtaken Freekickerz. But the way they've done that is by collabing with people that you never thought, like they did a collab with Logan Paul. Like, you never thought like they would do that.
Before all the controversy.
Yeah.
Although, I think it's hard to compare them to Freekickerz, because Freekickerz are very much product based. They'll get paid. They're educational. They're for a dedicated audience.
It's not personable.
But for the F2, it's more.
They're hilarious geezers.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
Billy and
different content. Like they don't just do like boot tests, you know. Whereas the Freekickerz have just stayed like sort of true just to the boot test.
And they work with a lot of
people.
Do
you think that's limited them?
No, not really. They've got how many subscribers?
It's still a job.
I saw a screenshot that Freekickerz posted on Instagram, and it was they're making the same revenue now as they had when they had 300,000. I think they deleted it shortly afterwards.
How is that physically possible?
No, because it doesn't matter about subscribers for revenue.
How many views are they getting when they're 300?
Well, their views must have gone down, because I think they deleted it very shortly afterwards, but they weren't like...
Really?
They were not. Because they showed a graph and it went like up and then straight back down, and then they drew a line at the thingy.
If it's still their job, then...
I'll say they've got 5 million subscribers.
Yeah, like I don't think they have anything to worry about. They literally just filmed with Usain Bolt.
Exactly.
Mate, that is you bang that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Cons doesn't even do anything anymore. He literally has a team of people who made videos for him. So I'd say
he just gets to the events and just has a good time.
Well, so
lovely geezer.
Great geezer. Great.
What a man.
Well, that's like the end. That's what Conzi's done with Freekickerz. You're talking about the future of like your channel. Like, realistically, you can't really be doing experiments for the rest of your life.
I can't be.
Like, as much as that.
It's only gummy bears who stick to a football, unfortunately. But
because I remember you telling me
once.
I remember you telling me once that.
But
yeah, I remember you telling me once that you wanted to make like, not vlogs, but like.
No, definitely don't want to make vlogs.
You wanted to do something different to football.
Did I?
It was a long time. It was a while ago,
Yeah.
so it probably changed. But
yeah.
I remember you telling me that you didn't want to do football forever.
No, it's inevitable. Like, obviously, there's only so long you can do football videos for. Like, I think it'll probably get to a point where naturally I just end up uploading less and less, and only uploading when I have a good idea, which will probably be once every month.
But like,
if that.
What are your plans? Like, do you have any? Have you thought about
No,
what
I've not thought of it yet. I feel like, obviously, I've got freestyle abilities, limited ones, but I've got. Now I've got freestyle abilities, and
But you put yourself down too much. You freestyle.
Yeah. Our freestyle's alright. To be fair, I could probably knock off a show or something.
You don't? Do you think you just don't train enough?
No, definitely not. I've started training a little bit, but once a week.
I mean, we try to, but when we get to have a session, it's just like we just have bands.
Yeah, we just. Well,
you just listen to the music.
You've seen filming today, haven't you?
Yeah.
We just laughed the whole time. Like,
Have some interesting.
which is not a bad
thing,
thing. It's not a bad thing, but it does. Content does end up coming out. Yeah, but sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I like filming stuff. I like the filming side of it more. Like, for me, it's always been more about I like filming rather than the actual football. You know
well, yeah, you started off with skateboard videos.
Yeah, it was all about just filming stuff, and then football was what I was best at out of skateboarding and football, nothing else. And obviously, I obviously enjoy football loads, but as you get older, generally you just tend to lose interest.
But so like, you were saying that you're gonna like eventually you'll just start uploading less and less. And
I presume that's.
But do you not think you could start something completely different on the same channel?
No, if I was going to start something completely different, I would like to put a chapter end to this channel, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, alright, done what I've done, let's move on. I wouldn't want to try and change the audience to like me watching skateboard videos, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to do that, I'd rather just...
You've got such a big audience already, do you not?
Yeah, but the ones that would want to see the next one would go over anyway, and if they didn't, I'm not going to force people to try and watch content they just didn't subscribe for.
Do you think that's the next step then? Like after what do you like?
I don't know. Like if I don't know really.
Well, obviously you haven't thought about it much. No one wants to think about when they.
No, I'm fully aware that obviously it doesn't last forever, and you got to think about it. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'll do.
Just cross that bridge when you get to it.
I'll probably start having a little thing now. That time,
Probably shouldn't have mentioned anything now, should I?
No, I feel like there's a few things that I could do, but for now YouTube's thankfully working, and I just want to make the best content I can. And so I can't think of anything.
Well, you can also just enjoy it. So.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not gonna what's the word? Yeah, and I'm not going to try and force it if it gets to the point where I can't think of it. I don't want to upload terrible videos for the sake of it. You know what I mean? Like if it's time to end it, I'll just be like, alright.
A lot of people see you as like the experiment guy.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to be known as that?
Not really. No, but it's not really like I think because I know a lot of people would see that as like really kind of easy content, bad content, which it is like. Let's be honest, sticking gummy bears to a football doesn't take much skill. It doesn't take much effort.
Yeah.
The freestyle stuff we do with them is quite cool, I must admit.
But it's the creativity though.
Yeah.
It's not
like... You know what I think? A lot of like videos, it's the idea is the hard part. But like filming it, like doing that stuff's not like that hard at all. It's just having that idea to do that.
It gets back to the thing, doesn't it? There's types of content, like people can moan about, I say no one really moans about it, but people could moan about it, but people are watching it, so there's clearly people who want to see it. So
yeah, if people enjoy it,
of course. It's the whole point. That's why you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I upload a video and think, oh, nobody watches this. Nobody does.
Okay, so when the experiments start to, like, the views aren't doing that, like, is there another thing that you're looking to move on to? Because I actually think you kind of started the experiments. Like,
so.
who else was doing these?
No, I think I was the first one to dub the term football experiment. I don't know why.
What video was that?
Gummy bear football. No, duct tape football. But then Gummy Bear Football was the first one that kind of
blew up.
Well, the duct tape one was doing well, but the Gummy Bear one just
you had
their football experiment.
And you had like a few videos that got like over 1 million views with that, right?
Oh, there was a point in time with the Gummy Bear Football where pretty much every time I did a video like that, I knew it would get over 1 million views.
Yeah, you just knew.
For a channel my size, that is unheard of. Like I could guarantee I'd upload this and get 1 million views. So that was Gummy Bear. Actually, not Gummy Bear Football because that was the first one, but it was the rubber band football, marshmallow, the bouncy ball football, dollar bill football. All them, they would just do incredibly well. And well,
I like that was on YouTube. You know, you could have easily got that on Instagram if you just made an Instagram version. I've always asked you this. Why didn't you upload them to Instagram?
I don't know. The thing is, on my Instagram, I don't really upload videos. Like I used to, but then I was like,
this all happened like last summer. Like I'd say that was
it was last October. Was it last October? Was it the year before?
No, I think...
No, not last October, sorry, the October before.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, but October 16.
Because I remember uploading like quite a few Instagram videos that got over 1 million views with like helium football and like that, which got... You could have done that like a few months beforehand. Yeah, just explain why you didn't upload the experiments and stuff onto Instagram.
There's no reason to it, but I just don't want to upload.
Because like you would have got like a lot of views and followers from that.
Yeah, I just want to keep my Instagram just clean, just
photos and
pictures,
stuff like that.
maybe the odd videos. Maybe just the thing is, in a way, Instagram is kind of like my second channel because it's not really that much football related. It's like travel stuff, cool little video, stuff like that.
We spoke about this before. we spoke about this before, yeah?
Yeah.
The Wembley Cup.
Yeah.
Like, wait, was that... No, you played in the charity match first, or did you not play in the
charity match? Never played in the charity match.
So it was the Wembley Cup was like the... whose team were you on? YouTube All-Stars?
Sidemen. It was Sidemen versus Spencer FC. Then it was YouTube... Then it was... I forgot what the second one was. Take Us Down, that was this one.
Take Us Down was this one.
Next one was YouTube All-Stars versus Spencer. Hashtag was the last one.
Yeah, what was the first one?
Either way, it was Sidemen versus Spencer FC.
And you were on the Sidemen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you couldn't have been in Spencer's because it was the hashtag.
No, the hashtag was the last one.
Oh,
it
right.
Hashtag back then.
So, and you scored in that game?
No, not the first one. Second one.
You scored in the second one, but you played in the first one, right?
Played in the first
one. Right.
No crowd in the first one.
There was no crowd?
No, it was weird.
But like, it was so cool though,
It was cool, yeah, very cool.
It must have got thousands of like people watching on YouTube.
I think it got about 15 million, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Right,
that's the most viewed Wembley Cup, by far. Funnily enough.
Well, I was going to say, like, what was that like, being surrounded by all of these other, like, really famous...
Yeah, that was the first time I'd have met most of them.
Yeah.
I think. I'd made the video with Simon before that, and Toby and Manny, so I'd seen those, but never... Actually, I met Spencer at an ADS event one time.
Yeah.
And I remember I remember this now, he first mentioned that, I was at this ADS event, with Simon was there as well, and Spencer mentioned about a YouTuber game at St George's Park, which I think, is that England?
Yeah.
So he was just like sometime down in the summer, I was like, yeah, I'll do that. And then it turned out it would be at Wembley. And then it happened, it was a good day.
Like, what like, it was a good day?
No, that's the first one, no, the other two were far better.
Really?
Yeah.
With people.
There was people there, you knew there was a crowd, you knew, like, I felt you're more comfortable.
Were you on Sidemen's team every time?
Take Us Down. So it was Sidemen United, YouTube All Stars, Take Us Down.
Right.
And then it was Spencer FC, hashtag. And I was always on the, not Spencer's team. Never done Spencer's team. So I've lost every single one.
Oh dear. I don't want to say it was you, but...
I'll tell you, there might have been a few, actually no, I think I was the only one second system.
Not only that,
that
not only was there like football YouTubers and like there was players as well. Like what you've got Steven Gerrard's football boots, right? Oh no, you gave him a pair to wear.
I've got one. I gave one to Manny because he's a Liverpool fan.
Oh okay.
And I was like, I don't need the left boot. I'll take the right. But I think I'm not really what do you call it, like
a football fan?
No, I'm not a football fan. Like Gerrard is one of my. As a child, he got one of my favourite footballers. I'm not really sort of like a memorabilia sort of guy. Like I don't really care. Like Steven Gerrard touched it. You know what I mean?
Most people now, like getting them to autograph something's cool, but like you want a selfie.
The picture's the main thing you want, really, isn't it? It's kind of like obviously his boots cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like you know what I mean? Like a signed shirt or something, I wouldn't really be too fussed. Like I'm not that sort of geezer.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know it's valuable, but
like that is pretty cool that you got to. You just like got to chat with him.
I didn't really chat with him. He said a long way to him.
Tough accent.
Yeah, but I just said hello to him and that, as everyone did. But I never chat to him. No.
But it was
he was just around us, just chilling. Yeah.
And it was a good experience.
Yeah. Well, you got a picture on the pitch.
Oh, you got a picture on the pitch
with Gerrard on the Wembley pitch.
That was.
Yeah. Come on. Well, you got to play on Wembley. I mean, firstly, that's just something in itself.
Yeah, well, of course. That was nice.
That's
the way I really like the Wembley. The Wembley Cup was great. Very well organised from Spencer as well. I'd say.
Professional.
The whole very professional. A lot of time, a lot of effort's gone into it, and I don't know if it'll happen again though.
Why?
I mean, it's the trilogy, isn't it? It's been the trilogy. Like, is it
I'd love that.
I'd love
to be in one.
Don't get me wrong, I would love there to be a fourth, but I don't know whether it'll happen or not.
Well, the main things.
It didn't happen this year. It didn't.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't going to happen. It was only like a few months before they decided it was going to happen. So I was very pleased.
Well, I was going to say the thing that's really big on YouTube at the moment is the boxing and stuff. So like the YouTube, the YouTube drama.
Yeah.
Like I mean, so many people must have spoke about this, but so what was the first thing? Just like reaction.
DissTracks, wasn't it?
Well, before the DissTracks though, was it like the reaction videos where people
what did big?
Yeah, like what was the YouTube drama before the DissTracks? Because I think it was reaction videos where they were just like bad reaction videos where they were taking the mick out.
Like Jack Lane and stuff.
Yeah.
Wait, is it? I guess that was a drama.
That was kind of like
would have been like
Will and he used to do it.
Yeah.
Against
BG Media or TikTok head or
Right, so and then you've got all the DissTracks. What did you think about the DissTracks? Because obviously you're like a big YouTuber, but you don't really involve yourself.
No,
I was going to do one in Key.
I wasn't big enough to get into diss track, but I mean anyone can do a diss track, but like,
anyone can do
I don't really care for the drama. I didn't. The diss tracks were right, but I didn't. I mean, not for me.
Let's be honest, it was all fabricated though.
Yeah, it's all fake.
So like at the end of the day, it's just
yeah. But okay, so what about the boxing then? What did you think about? Well, firstly, Joel and KSI. Did you think it was real?
Yeah, I think it is real. Oh, thought it was real.
Alright. And then
I've got no doubt about that.
And then KSI versus Logan Paul. Do you think that
I can't wait for that.
It's going to be an interesting event.
It's in Manchester, so I think I'm going to go.
Oh really?
It's in Manchester.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you get tickets though?
Well,
there can't be many seats there.
No, the reason they're doing it in Manchester is probably because of
Manchester
the biggest
arena.
Yeah.
They're really going to do it.
Well, I'm not sure where, but I think they've got a massive arena for it.
Easily. For sure. Maybe 40, 50. 80.
It's mad that YouTube's got that big.
No, they could.
Stadium fight.
maybe in America they'd sell more. I don't know, but.
Well, why would they be doing it in the UK if they would sell more?
Because KSI is a champion, so he's got to do
it. Do you think that's the reason why? Because I remember in the build up to it, they were saying stuff about that KSI is like you know in boxing you have like the A side and the B side, and well, their two teams when they were talking apparently. KSI was saying that he's the A side, so he gets to
of course
decide things.
It's bigger channel.
You don't involve yourself with the drama. You're not really.
No.
You don't really.
I couldn't care less about it. To be honest.
So if
I couldn't care less. I enjoy watching the
when the DissTracks came out, that got me.
Not the diss track.
Yeah, it was fun. It was funny though.
Harry's diss track was hilarious.
But you wanted to watch it.
You were like waking up thinking, "Oh, it's a new diss track."
Exactly.
I wasn't like that.
See, I always like that.
I was like,
I'd do the boxing. What was it? If Weller made a video against KSI, I'd watch that.
When he was going back and forth like the diss tracks, it was so funny.
It was exciting again.
Yeah, of course.
And I love what the Sidemen, what they they killed it.
Yeah, Sidemen, they do very smart.
So if somebody makes like, oh well, not really a diss track now, but if someone calls you out for a boxing match, do you just not care? Do you not even
probably just ignore it.
that's I could.
Yeah, who would you fight?
No one.
We're trying to get a certain out of it. This is going to be the title. Kieran Brown calls out.
You actually against the bone chip.
Why? Mate,
Similar, you know.
he's not very tall, is he?
Oh, he's talking him down already.
He's talking smack.
No. There's a picture when I'm standing next to the bone chip morgue.
Oh, he's just.
And I'm in the background, mate. I look tiny. Everyone's like, mate, I didn't realise you're so small. I'm like, mate, they deliberately had me put right at the back. And I was like, yeah.
Perspective.
Say a bone chip probably knocked me out as well.
So you're not planning on calling anyone out?
No, I'm not putting anyone out.
It's not. I would much rather see, like, it's like funny and exciting as that is. I kind of feel like YouTube's just got to the point where it's like clickbait title, drama, good thumbnail, gets views. Like the actual content though, is not like.
I don't think it's a place really anymore where you can broadcast yourself like the Top's motto is. I think it's just like an entertainment sense, like
it's like a big reality TV show.
It's like a whole world now.
Yeah.
It's not just like
it's like watching YouTube TV and all your characters are going mad at each other like in a big Big Brother house.
Exactly.
But like it used to be, content used to rise to the top, and I don't think it does.
I agree.
Ideas rise to the top. Drama rise. I say ideas.
But like I said, on the trending now, all it is like chat shows. Chat shows
Yeah,
chat shows.
It is another
what
one.
are we doing now?
So like, no, I mean like Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh yeah.
Like True Geordie's not a chat show. That's what he gets inside your head.
Content.
That's content.
But like Jimmy Kimmel, like Ellen, like
Ellen interviews Zac Efron about his new girlfriend.
That's not
come on, man.
Broadcasting yourself, is it? That's just. But they're paid to promote.
But what was it? See, have you heard of How Ridiculous? See when they trick the bowling ball off the trampoline. 25 million views in like a week.
Yeah.
Is that content? Because technically all they're doing is throwing it off, but the idea is interesting. I want to know what.
Yeah, like you'd want to watch it. But like, there's a difference between like clickbait titles. There's ones like that.
It's literally not clickbait in the whole sense of the word. Like nothing. He does exactly what they're saying to do.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, like, there's videos like that you do want to watch and you want to find out like what happens and stuff. Then there's other ones that are just like clickbait, and it's like they're literally it's so obvious that they're just doing it for views.
Because it's like the hot knife. Like, is that content?
Yeah.
I want to know what happens if he puts a hot knife through rubber bands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but is like
all I could think of.
Yeah.
Is that content or not? Like, what do you class as content? And what do you class as clickbait? Like, what is too far? Because we've all clickbait. Like, I've said amazing football challenge, probably not that good.
And the thumbnails is like you being shocked holding something up. Like everyone's done it. Like look at my Instagram.
I don't give a one to the camera.
I don't do that anymore.
Wait, so am I screenshotting that and then that's a red circle around the arrow to it?
Yeah, don't on the arrows. Not enough for that. No arrows.
Well, I mean, is there anything else?
What's that? Have you got anything else on your list, mate?
Well, no, that was literally it. It was just going to be like talking about the future and stuff, but like we kind of covered everything. Unless you got anything else you want to talk about. I mean, that was kind of it from me.
I want to say, I've got this platform.
I'm gonna end the video, the podcast here. Ewan, thanks for helping me with that, and Kieran, thanks for coming on.
I really enjoyed it. Good fun.
Yeah, it was good. So smash the like if you'd like to see a part 2. Leave a comment down below if you like this type of video.
Ideas.
Yeah. Tell us some ideas and like who we should do it with next, because like, I'd love to do one with like Matt H.
I would love to interview other people. Andrew Henderson would be a great
DC
podcast
Freestyle.
guest. Daniel could be a good podcast. John Farnworth would be a good podcast guest. Everest recently.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many good podcast guests that you could got in your fingertips.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
So yeah, make sure you subscribe if you want to see all of that, and yeah, I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace.